welcome everybody. I'm Rayleen, Kable, and welcome to Soul Talk. We're on A1R Psychic Radio and also Instruct TV. So hi everyone, I hope you're all having a lovely night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I look forward to connecting with you. And today I'm just going to have a little chat about some beautiful topics, how we all work with the spirit. How do we get our spirit back and be feeling that sense of who are we? What are we here to do? That's what I really would like to talk to you today about. So what I'm going to do is firstly ask you all, how are you feeling? Are you feeling like you are connected? And if you're not feeling connected, let's start to feel connected again. Okay, it's really, really important that we take self-care, if that's a better way of putting it, and not just in the physical sense. We're talking also about the spiritual sense. So what is most important, to be honest, is your spirit. If your spirit is happy, so will everything else be. So let's work with that. How do we get to that point of feeling centered again, feeling that we're passionate about life, feeling that sense of joy again? Well, we really have to start from within. That's the key, everyone. So you might go, whoa, how do you do that, Rayleen? I've got so much stress, so much going on. I just lost my job, broke up from my relationship. Well, you know how you do it? You actually really just stop. Stop, take a deep breath, and go, hey, that's what it's about. Connecting. So really listening to that inner voice. You know, you might have that calling to sit down and read a book instead of going out and doing all the chores that you have to do. Stop. Take a little bit of time for you. You're important. And if you don't, that's when we get pulled in all different directions. There's so much energy out there at the moment, everyone, and we all know that. It's been around for a while. And the key is not getting caught up in the outside world, but focusing on the inside world, your world. Your world is important. And if you've forgotten how to do that, maybe it's time to go back to some of the past things that brought you joy. Not to live in the past, but certainly to reconnect with things that you know have brought some joy. And that might, like I know myself, I love to paint. Well, I'm not a very good painter, I'll be honest, but I love it. I love just being creative and just, tapping into things that once just brought me so much joy, and I didn't even worry about anything else because I was so focused. And I guess that's another point to make, is that when we bring our focus back into alignment of what's really important, okay, what are you focusing on right now that's not important? What are you focusing on that is important? Whatever is working for you, I always say, work with it, keep working with it, make it your discipline. This is what I'm focusing on. And I can share with you, honestly, at the moment, I've got a really beautiful project that I've been working on, and amazingly with some beautiful help as well, working on the last 24, 48 hours. And it's still not quite completed, but that's because I want to make sure it's done perfectly. And that is actually to help children. So, see, I didn't think I was going to be doing that 4 days ago as I was working on other projects. But, sometimes you just have to really just trust that feeling. That feeling might be, hey, let's go to the beach. Even though you may not be a beach person, all of a sudden your soul might be saying, it's time to go to the beach. So what I'm trying to say on another level is listen to that inner voice, trust that inner voice. My show being called Soul Talk, I love talking everything soul because that's what it's all about. We're all here and we've all got beautiful souls. But, what is in charge of your life at the moment? Is it your soul? Is it your ego? Is it everything else? Is it everything else controlling your world? If that's the case, time to reclaim who you are and who you want to be moving forward. So I look forward to, many, many different topics over the time here on air with you. And I really love just connecting. And I think that's important. If you've been a person that's, been a little bit hibernating or, been the hermit and just, or a bear in the cave, it's time. It's just time now to bring yourself back out into the world, to feel the connection, but not be affected by everything. So we can be in the world, but not of the world. And I think that's the important thing sometimes to remember. We often will forget that. And when that happens, we kind of like, we lose ourselves. So breath, breathing, breathing in the beautiful fresh air. That is good for you. That is good for your physical. It's also good for bringing you back into that space where you need to be. Walking, meditation, all those things, they're absolutely wonderful for you. And, if you're not a person that finds it easy to meditate, really, there's so many different ways of doing things now. You can, excuse me, I'm just going to fix my earplug up. You can actually do what we call a guided meditation. I haven't got my, oh, here we go. I do have it. Look at that. How magic's that? I've got a guided meditation here. I've had it for many years. This is just my own one. But look, even if you're a person that hasn't got time to sit down or feel that you haven't got time to run around at the shops, these days on social network, on the whole social network, YouTube, everywhere, you can actually get what we call some apps or some, guided meditations. There's so much out there. I mean, we're living in a world that's, technically, I mean, if I could be tech-minded, I'd be so good. I just create everything, but I'm not that tech-minded. So, but in saying that to you, technology is at your fingertips. So if you are a person that is stressing or going through anxiety or really just struggling with how to get out of that ego state, I'm going to say it's time to really maybe take some steps, simple steps to bringing yourself back into this space. Because by doing this, you really can then start to go, okay, I'm now feeling like I'm navigating where I'm going. And that's the key. Your soul is the most important aspect. And did you know that your soul will never lie to you? Not your ego might, but not your soul. Your soul is the core of who you are. It's the everything. So why I love my show being called Soul Talk is because we can talk all things that can bring this balance in. Now, for people that may like to use crystals, and you always see me with a crystal in my hand. So that is just my way of working with you and working with the energy around me. So if you're a person that likes crystals, start holding your crystals, connecting with your crystals, becoming one with your crystals. Find a crystal that really, when if you're feeling a little bit not centered or a little bit scattered or a little bit not grounded. Maybe, you might have 20,000 crystals. Fine, maybe pick up one and just feel, does that feel right? You may find you've got a selection of crystals, but one crystal may be the one crystal that will actually bring you back into your center. And we will do a talk in the future on crystals and some crystals on how they can work with best, resonating with your aura. I love lapis lazuli when I'm doing, I might have said that a little bit funny, excuse me. But yeah, I love the lapis because I am very in tune. I'm very open, very psychic, obviously. As we all are, we all have the ability to tap into the unknown in a very powerful way. And that's, again, another talk. But for today, I just want to give you some little pointers that will really help you just find your center again. Now, for those, what's your center? Your center is when you feel very stable, very solid, very grounded, very here in the now. So when we work with doing that and being conscious of doing that, we actually become more, focused, more clear, more precise, more dedicated, more passionate. We just come into a space that is our own. And although we're all connected, that space of being in your own is also a space of, creation, your space of creating, where you can start to create for you. And I think, the beautiful thing is when you've got so many beautiful speakers out there, on all different topics, you can learn and grow in different ways. There's no right or wrong way, just to let you all know. There's no right or wrong way. The right way will be the way that feels right for you. And that's most important, because a lot of people go, oh, when I meditate, I don't get visions, or when I meditate, I don't get anything. I just fall asleep. And that's perfect. It's not about, there's no structured way of doing things. Your own soul will guide you into that. and will guide you to the right people, it will guide you to the right book to read or the right crystal, whatever it be. So keep in mind, you are a beautiful soul. And I think that's the most important thing. Remember that. And when your mind's saying, oh, no, you're not good at this, or you're not, I'll say mind slash ego, because that's how it works. They work together. Tells you you're not capable of doing this, or you're not strong enough, or whatever, just let it go and remind yourself, I am a beautiful, loving soul. And just by doing that, by saying those words, feeling those words, it'll allow you to feel that sense of you again. And truly, today's world, it is crazy, the energy out there. We've got so much energy out there that's just in the ethers and it's flying everywhere. And we're like sponges. We just pick it all up. So, now it's time to go, no, I'm not going to carry that little bit of energy. I'm going to clear my space so I can be in a really beautiful place for my family, for my friends, for my work, for myself, most importantly for you. So I would love this. I'm just loving talking to you. And I really had a great time my first show. So thank you very much for those who tuned in. And I look forward to obviously doing a lot more work with you all. So today I will be also tapping into a reading. I will be doing a reading towards the end of my show. So I look forward to doing that as well. For those of you who are listening for the first time, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. I am a medium, clairvoyant / paranormal investigator / Reiki therapist. So I do quite a lot of different things. I've been very blessed to honor my spirit and to be led to things that were going to enhance my life. And I just love learning and love growing. And I think this is a beautiful time for everybody to really open up some new doors. If you haven't, if you've always been inquisitive about, tapping into, the soul, or tapping into mediumship or psychic or paranormal, anything like that, this is a perfect time to actually do that. So, just find what feels right for you. And that's the important thing. It's not about, someone might go, oh, yeah, I read this book. Oh, mind you, I have to tell you, I read an amazing book and I am going to share it. And I've already read it. I only got it the other day. It is called The Power of Awareness. And I'll hold it up. And it is and it's by Neville. And this gentleman, this book is not this is actually a re-edition, I think. So I can tell you honestly, I don't normally put books up in front of a screen when I'm doing a show, but I have to say, I only got it the other day, and within less than 24 hours, I read the whole book. And that is how much of a book it is that resonated with my soul. So just a really good book to have a look at. Okay. Yeah. And anyway, so I think I'm about to take my caller soon. And I just want to say at Clara in Tuckerton, New Jersey. Wow. That's in the US. I love the USA. Hi, Jessica. Jessica? Sorry, Clara. Clara, thank you. I don't know.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I just lost my screen. Just bear with me for a minute. Clara, my apologies. I just called you Jessica. Maybe that's a big boo-boo on my behalf. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, lovely. How can I help you this evening? It will be evening over in the USA. How can I help you this evening, dear?
Well, I wanted to see if you could connect with my fiance who died on May 2nd. He's been gone now for 30 days.
Oh, bless. Can I just have his name, first name, please?
His name is Nelson.
Nelson? Oh,
yes.
Oh, I just felt all this amazing energy coming towards you. And it's, you have been so vigilant. He says there's not a moment that you haven't spoken to him and connected with him. Is that correct, my dear?
Yes.
And I love it because I know you're connected. I know that you actually know that he's there. And he's smiling. He's got the biggest smile. And it's really beautiful. It's almost like he just wants you to know that he's okay. Everything's okay where he is. Do you know what I mean? But there's also another male with him. to be honest. So I get a very strong sense that this male may be an older male that's actually connected in the family, definitely a relative. So he's not there by himself. He is. I feel like he went suddenly. If I'm wrong, please. I just feel a suddenness. He shows me everything happened very quick. Is that correct, dear?
Yes, he did. He died in a car accident.
Yeah. He wants you to know, dear. He wants you to know that there was no pain. It was very quick. Everything happened very quick. I don't know why, but he keeps showing me. I don't know why, but why am I seeing snow? I don't know. I don't. Why would he show me the snow? What's the snow represent to you both?
No, well, we love the snow. We love
Oh,
the
okay. Did
snow.
you? Okay, so you used to like going to the snow?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm smiling. So when I'm smiling, it's a sign of what your loved one's doing, my darling. And he is smiling. And because yeah, I feel like this was a regular thing. So the snow means a lot to you both. And it's it's interesting. He's showing me lots of different visions, and I feel like he's trying to show me that you had a very beautiful life together. And that you did a lot, and he wants you to remember those things. He doesn't want you. He doesn't want you to remember the negative things or before, yeah, or he's trying to get you away from thinking of everything in that moment that he passed. Do you know what I mean? He's trying to show me
Yes.
all these things for you to focus your energy on, because you are very connected. I love that. And you will always be very, very connected. He shows me that. And you know that you will always be the love of his life. You do realize that, don't you?
Yes. It's just been very
Yeah.
hard because I miss him. He was my best
I know.
friend.
Oh, darling. And this is the sad thing when we lose someone so special and so important. You are one. You are one. And I know that sounds strange to say, but I just get a very strong sense. He shows me the oneness. He is always going to be your best friend. And I have no doubt in saying this to you. He will be guiding you throughout the rest of your life. He doesn't want you to be sad. He understands this is part of what has to happen, but you are in his eyes the most beautiful aspect of his world. So how
Oh,
beautiful to know that you have brought so much love and joy into this man's life. He's showing me that you are everything that he wanted. So he will always guide you, dear. He will always guide you, and he will always show you that he's around. And he just wants you to find some joy in the memories of the beautiful things that you have done as a couple. And I
I
wish I
hear
could
you.
give you, he says he liked music too, yes?
Yes.
So he's telling you to put more music on, put the music on and dance with me. That's what he just said.
Oh,
Wow, what a beautiful man. I can understand. I can understand why you miss him. But he is there with you, dear. And he loves
oh,
you
he was
very, very much. And
he was. I loved him very much. We loved each other very much.
and that love is still existing. It's just existing in a different form. And when you allow that love to surround you, you will know that you are never alone. Because he shows me this.
Oh,
And he says thank you. Wow.
I hear it.
Oh, I want to give you a big hug. I wish I could give you a big hug. I'm giving you a big air hug.
Oh,
How's that sound?
oh, thank you
Yeah.
so much. I really appreciate it. Today was a very hard day for me. It's been a month, and it's been sad. His mother's very sad. He was an only child. His mother, losing her son, and it's just been it's just been a hard day today. Very hard.
Of course, darling, of course. And maybe on some level you can comfort each other because there was only two
Yes.
very special people in the world, and that was you and his mum. So,
Yes.
and he says, my two favorites. I think that come with a bit of an accent then, sorry. But the way he said it, I was
Yes.
trying to speak exactly the way he said it. He's smiling, my darling. He is very safe, and
Yes.
there is a male. Do you know who the male would be? Is that his father or is this his
His son.
grandfather?
His son. His son.
Oh,
His son.
son. Oh, beautiful. So they are together, and maybe you can share with his mother that you had this moment with me, and that they are together, and that they are comforting one another.
Oh.
But he's not sad, sweetheart. He's not sad. He's smiling, and he's just so happy, to be honest, that this is a moment that he's had with you. And I thank you for that moment as well, because for you to allow me to connect with Nelson, and all the beautiful energy that he has with him. Yeah,
Oh,
he
thank
says
you so much.
he says it's very busy here, love. That's what he says. It's very busy. So I feel
Oh.
like wherever he is, what realm, he's just it's really busy. But I have to be honest, all the way through in connecting, it's just been a constant smile. So I know that he's your guiding force. I know that. I know that with all my being. And and don't feel for a moment that he's not helping you. Because he really is. And I get a very strong
Oh.
sense that, you know, you will know, you'll have very, very clear signs. And he does want you to play the music. He's got a few favorite tracks, he says. So I feel
Yes.
those favorite
Yes. He
tracks.
did.
And he
Oh.
liked it loud. He liked loud music.
Yes,
Is
he
that
does.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
'Cause he says, tell it to turn it up loud. So I
Oh.
think,
Okay.
yeah. And 'cause he just wants you to have a dance with him. Just have a dance. Did you used to like to have a little dance with each other?
Yes. He was so special. I mean, he was something. He was
He
just the
still
love of
is,
my life, my rock.
and he still is. He will always guide you. You are not alone, and will never be alone. He shows me that. He made a
Oh.
commitment to you, and that commitment was to always honor you, and he will do that, even in the afterlife.
Oh. Even I.
So, well, I do wish I could give you a big hug. I am giving you an
Oh.
air hug. But so, have you
Thank
enjoyed
you
the
so
show?
much.
Uh,
Yes, I have. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciated you calling me.
I know you do, darling, and just always smile. Just smile, and when you think of him, smile, because I can tell you every time he's, talking to me, it's all smiles. It's like I just want to keep smiling. So he's smiling at you. So smile back at him, darling, because he's saying it is hard. He knows how hard it is, and that's the one thing that he would want to put anyone through. He says, "But I'm here, and I'll help you all through." And that's what he's showing me. Mm. You've got a lovely photo. There's just a photo. It's a little bit of like a fun photo, he says. I don't know if he was doing
Yeah.
something silly in the photo. Is that one of your
Oh, he
favorite
was. He was.
photos?
Yes. Excuse me.
Sorry, what was that?
You said he was what?
He was doing something silly in the photo. There's a photo of you and him, and I don't know if he's pulling a face or doing something silly, but it's fun. It's a fun photo. But you're both
Yes.
smiling so
Yes.
much. Yeah, is that near
Yes.
a
We
car or
did.
something?
Yes.
Because I feel like, yeah, okay, because where's that photo? Because he's showing me that photo. Is that in a very good place in the home at the moment, is it?
We were at Oktoberfest in Smithville, up in Smithville, New Jersey.
Oh, beautiful. And it's just something he's doing. It's so lovely. And it's almost like he's just doing something really funny, but he's smiling, and you both smile. It's like you're laughing in the photo, but a smile. Do you know what I mean? That's how he's showing
Yeah.
me this photo. Yeah. And so he wants you to, put that photo somewhere so you can remember the fun times and the good times that you've had.
I will. I will.
Okay.
I have them all
Oh,
out.
yeah. And he's seen them. He's seen them every now and then. Don't be surprised if he doesn't knock one down, he says. So
Okay.
I feel like he's going to do that just to remind you that he's there. So he's showing me that every now and then if a photo falls over, it's him just reminding you that you're there, he's there with you, and that you need to pick it up.
Okay, I will do that. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, darling, it's been a pleasure, and I thank you very much for allowing me to do your reading and for tuning in. So I do hope that you tune in the future and we can stay connected. I thank you so much
Yes.
for, coming in tonight, and I hope you have the most beautiful, peaceful evening, and I know that Nelson will be holding you and supporting you and his mother. So please send my love to her as well, dear.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, you're so beautiful. So I think I'm going to end it there. So it was lovely to meet you, darling. I'll finish off my show now and look forward to connecting with you. And I am sending you the most beautiful, biggest air hugs. And I'd like to thank everybody actually for tuning in today. But I really had, as always, I always have a lovely time. And but it is a special honor, to be honest, as a medium clairvoyant to bring through messages from loved ones on the other side, because I actually am more in tune with the spirit world than I realize sometimes. So I want to thank you all for one, taking the time to tune in and listen to me tonight. And I want to thank Dave, our producer, and Constance in the background. I love you all. And I just really look forward to reconnecting with you again next week. The same channel, same channel, same station. And I do hope that you have the most beautiful week doing whatever it is that your beautiful soul wishes to do. You are all amazing. And remember, you are so much more than what you realize. And I think if anything, allow your soul to blossom again, give some dedication back to you. And if you do, I see such beautiful results coming for you all. So have the most beautiful week. Here in Australia, it is Friday, so it's your Thursday in the US. So I hope you end up having the great Friday that I'm going to have. And I love you all. Blessings. Namaste.